What is up, RBY Pokemon Challenges fam? This is Teo coming at you with the hopefully last Magikarp. I've been doing a lot of Magikarp recently, but I just finished the first half of my final epic race between Mewtwo and Magikarp, where we're going to settle once and for all whether it's moves that matter or stats that matter. And the Mewtwo run was pretty darn interesting. I'll definitely link that in this one. Of course, it's going to be in the final video edited together. But if you happen to watch these live commentaries and you want to jump to that one just to compare, like, definitely do it. Because Mewtwo, with a moveset of only Bide, Counter, Rage, and Psywave, was able to beat the entire game of Pokemon Yellow. Didn't have to get to level 100, it didn't need Max DVs, it didn't need maxed out stat experience. And what that means is that a Mewtwo with that terrible moveset still outperformed GodKarp, the previous Magikarp that I did that was able to beat the game, but it had to get to level 100, it had to have Max DVs, max stat experience, it had to have Hydro Pump, had to have Dragon Rage, had to have Bubble. I mean, Mewtwo with garbage moves beats Magikarp with every good move that it's ever gotten in the history of the franchise. That is ridiculous. But now we need to ask a bigger question. What would it take for a Magikarp to perform on par with a Mewtwo? Because obviously that moveset, the Hydro Pump, Dragon Rage moveset, it's not enough. So we're going to be focusing in on a very different moveset in this one. You can see right here on the bottom left, GodKarp is being run with a moveset of Hydro Pump, Spore, Amnesia, and Dream Eater. I gotta break these ones down for you because this is going to be an epic run, I think. The main point is this. Hydro Pump has to be on the moveset because it is our strongest possible move, obviously. It's a same type attack move, 120 base power. It's also one that's legitimately been given to Magikarp in future gens. So we just have to, run with that move and see if it's enough. But around that, I've given it moves that I think really epitomize everything that is potentially broken with Gen 1, and everything that I think a Pokemon would need to go from just like meh to being God tier. Number one is Spore. Spore is a 100% accurate sleep move. It is the only 100% accurate sleep move in the history of the franchise. Then you have Amnesia, which in Gen 1 is completely broken because it raises your special stat by 2 stages. And because Gen 1 has a unified special stat, there is no special attack and special defense. It's all one stat in Gen 1. That is completely broken. We could probably make it even more broken by substituting in Growth, but I decided to go for that move specifically because I want to limit the number of turns that it takes our Magikarp to set up. And basically the whole idea here is that this GodKarp is going to set up Amnesia, and it's going to set up Spore, and then it's just going to destroy things with Hydro Pump or with Dream Eater. Dream Eater gives it a coverage move and makes it so it can heal in battle, which is just kind of ridiculous. So let's see how this actually works. We're going to get into the Rival 1 fight right here. I'm going to break this down as I go through the run, but first things first, we start the first battle with no PP in our other moves. I only have PP and Hydro Pump, which is fine. We're just going to use a couple Hydro Pumps here, and it's a 2-hit KO to take down the Eevee. Cakewalk. Easy, easy. So basically, the reason that I settled on these moves, after I did a previous one where I tried Clamp and I tried, Fissure and Agility so that I would always outspeed things, but it didn't work. It actually broke down at the end, at the champion. It just wasn't enough. In fact, it was at Lance where it broke down. I just didn't have enough PP and I wasn't strong enough to get through. I have tested this moveset just enough to make sure that it is in fact possible to beat the champion with this moveset. I can get through the entire Elite Four with a Magikarp with this moveset. I can guarantee that, but I haven't really tested everything beyond that, okay? Just had to do the test. It's the same thing I did with the MewTwo. I had to test that its terrible moveset would get through the Elite Four, otherwise there's no point, right? This moveset gets through the Elite Four. The big trouble in the Elite Four, of course, and throughout the game is going to be Slowpoke, Slowbro, Starmie, Execute, and Exeggutor. Those are the Pokemon that we do not have any neutrally effective moves against. They resist everything that we're throwing at them. But because we're getting 4 stages of special, or sorry, 6 stages of special, what am I talking about? Basically, we can set up all the special boosts. We should be able to get through a lot of spots without too much trouble. And Dream Eater just makes too much sense. So many things are weak to Psychic in Gen 1, and because Spore is a guaranteed sleep, it can only miss via 1 in 256 glitch. This is, without a doubt, the best possible moveset that we could give to this Pokemon. Just to any Pokemon. If I were to give a Pokemon a moveset, it would be basically these moves plus like their strongest same type attacking move, basically. Anything else, I just don't think they need. So here we're running a 0 DVs Magikarp. I'm actually going to very intentionally catch this Pidgey here. Just go ahead and throw a Pokeball at that one. There we go. See, Pidgey was caught. Nice. So now we have our flying type Pokemon for the rest of the game. I am playing with wild Pokemon on, something that I don't typically do, but it makes too much sense in this run because this is a speed-based challenge between our Magikarp and our Mewtwo, and I want to make sure that it's apples to apples. I ran Mewtwo with wild Pokemon on, so obviously it slows the run down a little bit, but this is just to give a practical estimate of how quickly you could beat the game at 4 times speed with this Pokemon. So here we're going to put this Caterpie to sleep. I'm going to set up my Amnesia spam here so that I have the highest possible stats that I can. And then we're going to go into our Hydro Pumps. Now, Hydro Pump is not super strong here, but it is enough to take down that Caterpie 2 hits after we got a critical hit. It's not quite a one-hitter, I don't think, without the crits, but yeah, it's still decent. We're getting through that one pretty much every time. I'm going to stay on minimum battles as long as I possibly can. So I don't plan to take any optional battles until I hit a wall. It's the same thing that I did with Mewtwo, except I found that Mewtwo hit the wall in Cerulean City. So then I went back from the beginning, replayed the run from the beginning, taking optional battles, knowing that I would hit that wall. So yeah, it's the same thing here with GodKarp. I'm going to run it as far as I think I can until I hit a wall, basically. So here, this Geodude is funny enough, like, Brock uses full restores, but it doesn't actually matter because we are outspeeding and we have a guaranteed sleep move. So we simply put him to sleep 6 times, and now we can just set up our Amnesia spam and go into Hydro Pump. That is a 1-hit KO there. And now on the Onix, we want to do the same thing. We want to put it to sleep just to be safe. And yeah, I mean, he used a full restore, or a full heal, but we were able to knock it out. You know, we're just trying to reduce the number of turns that we get hit. Technically, we should put him to sleep 5 times, then keep him asleep the 6th time, and then just knock him out. So here, I'm going to recover PP because we have one major issue with this Magikarp, which is that Hydro Pump only has 5 PP. So we're going to have to recover PP a lot. We're going to be going back to the Pokemon Center quite a bit in this one. I'm also going to have to make use of Dream Eater quite a bit in order to avoid Poké Center visits. So here, like, all of these poison types, we're definitely going to go with the Dream Eater, but basically I'm just setting up Spore and then putting them to sleep, and then Dream Eater is a 1-hit KO here on the Caterpie. Here, let's put this Weedle to sleep and Dream Eater. Nice. easy win. And now Caterpie, we just gotta keep it asleep for more than a turn, and then Dream Eater and easy win. So yeah, Amnesia clearly is the play here in the early game. Now I do want to make sure that I'm on set battle mode and that I have the fast text speed, so sorry, I've got that set now. And I do play with animations, so these are slower than you'd see like a speed run, obviously. I just play with animations because I personally like them. You know, for me, it makes it easier to follow the action on the screen. You know, I am visually impaired, so it helps me like keep up with everything that's going on. You know, maybe you don't like it. That's fine. You know, to each their own. But for me, it helps. So yeah. So here we've gotten to the Ekans. Now we put Ekans to sleep. We're keeping it asleep. And now Dream Eater is a one-hit KO there, and we're back to full health. Like, being able to heal in battle via using Dream Eater is just ridiculous. And like, we can see like the Rattatas do outspeed us, and they do pretty decent damage when they hit. But man, if we can just manage to keep them asleep and do that, oh god. And here we outspeed Nidoran, so Dream Eater, oh god. Oh, this GodKarp is just destroying everything. And I think this might just prove that stats only matter to a point, is what I'm willing to guess. That at some point the moveset becomes so broken that stats no longer matter, and any Pokemon with this moveset could basically win the game. But we'll have to see, you know? Like, our special stat is definitely way better than our attack stat, so that's one of the reasons I decided to go for the Amnesia. And Amnesia also makes a lot of sense in the fact that everything that's super effective against water, think about it. We are weak to grass, which is special, and we are weak to electric, which is special. So those are the only two types that we're worried about, and if we can raise our special, which also acts as special defense in Gen 1, then we should, in theory at least, be pretty survivable in the late game, even against super effective moves. And that's kind of ridiculous. So here, I'm going to grab potions just because I want to have more HP. I want to be able to, you know, heal up between battles. I don't use potions in battle, of course, but between battles, we want to be able to get those. I'm also not going to knock out wild Pokemon unless I start hitting a wall. I'm going to stay on minimum battles as long as I possibly can. Plain and simple. So here, let's just get past this. Okay. So here we are. We're making our way through Mount Moon, where really, I mean, Dream Eater should be fine on the poison types at the end. Like Grimer and Coughing are probably slower than us. This is one stat. If there's one stat that Magikarp has that's actually decent, not good, but decent, it's speed. We can outspeed things. So here, like this Grimer, it only has 12 speed. We've got 23. So we will outspeed. We'll use Spore, set up our Amnesias here, and hey, it wakes up, but oh, wow. We missed with Spore. That was bad luck. Okay, but we level up there. Here, Hydro Pump should be enough to just one-shot at this point. I mean, we've boosted our stats up quite a bit. And yeah, we just get through that. That's stupid. Like, Magikarp normally can't beat even, you know, Rival 1. And here it is, just like crushing this section of the game. This is kind of stupid. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and set up Amnesia. And now put this one back to sleep. And Dream Eater is the play. And the other reason we want to use Dream Eater, the Spore Dream Eater combination is 100% accurate, right? Both of these moves have 100% accuracy, whereas Hydro Pump is only 80% accurate. So, yeah. We didn't quite one-shot the Meowth there, but we will, I think, one-shot this Coughing. Yes, we do. So we've gotten to level 14. No problems. Like, we are just cruising at this point. We don't actually need that Great Ball. Oh god, I grabbed a Great Ball, but I don't need it. Okay, so where should I go? Well, I'm gonna try to take on Misty, with the logic being that her AI, her smart AI, quote unquote, is going to tell her not to use water type moves against me. So I think this is the play. So here, Goldeen is faster, but I'm just gonna use Tail Whip. Gonna go into my Amnesia spam. And here, okay, we get confused. That's not good. We get Ect, also not good. But now we can go into our Dream Eater. And Dream Eater is neutrally effective. Oh, we got a critical hit. That's not what we wanted. Okay, but we put it back to sleep. Oh no. No. Put him to sleep. Yes. There's the Dream Eater, and we win. And we're back to full health. Cool, cool, cool. So now it's time to get into the Misty fight. Let's just see how this goes. Oops. I've just realized my gym leader intro wasn't on. So there it is. We missed it on Brock. I'll add it in post. Okay. So here we are against Misty. And basically we want to do just like we've done. Put her to sleep. We're going to set up the 3 Amnesias. We are slower than both of her Pokemon, but hopefully we can put them to sleep. We can go Dream Eater. Here, it's neutrally effective against Staryu. So, takes 3 hits, but we do get through that. Okay. We will not learn Tackle. We abandon Tackle. Here, we get tackled by the Starmie. That was bad. Now, both moves are resisted here. But I want to just heal up a little bit so that I can hopefully survive if I get a tackle from Starmie. Now, Hydro Pump. Now, I kind of want to keep Starmie asleep, so... Oh, we got a nice long sleep there. Oh, then it immediately wakes up. Rip. Okay. Okay, it uses Harden. That's great for me. Okay. Now we need to Dream Eater it. We need one more hit. Oh, look at that. GodKarp goes to Misty and beats her at level 16. Went into the fight at level 14, beat her at level 16. Like, we're under-leveled. And we still managed to beat her. We have no resets, no optional battles. Of course, there's no TMs. Our moveset is staying exactly as this is. GodKarp might just be God tier. We're gonna have to find out. Oh god. Okay, so GodKarp, time to fight rival number 2. So I'm thinking that we just, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So just put him to sleep in Amnesia. But this is the thing, like if I had gone Growth would take 6 turns to set up, and I'm not sure that it would have been as effective. And we get knocked out there by the Spearow with a 5-turn Fury attack. That was stupid. That was bad. See, so that is our first reset on Rival 2. So this is the same spot that MewPoo ran into trouble. So I don't feel too bad about it. But Fury attack can miss as it just did. Let's see if we get a non-crit. Oh, we still get a crit. Come on. Non-crit, please. Okay, there we go. So we're still going to put Sandshrew to sleep because it could sand attack us if we missed. There's a 20% chance of missing there. Okay. And now we're going to eat Rattata's Dream. Yes. And here we outspeed Eevee, so we've just put it to sleep. And here, Hydro Pump. Nice. So we level up to level 17. No problem. So far, There's actually been no problem with this run other than just like kind of bad luck with that range on Spore there. Oh god. So here we can put Caterpie to sleep. Just gonna set up my amnesias here. And here I'm just going Dream Eater. Basically just trying to conserve PP as much as I can. Prefer not to have to go back to the Pokemon Center if I don't have to. And I mean, we get to be at full health here, so this is pretty nice. Okay, so next up, Lassie. Lassie. We outspeed Pidgey. And basically, as long as we have Spore PP, we're just fine, I think. Here, we're gonna go Hydro Pump here, just knock that one out easily. Then Spore on Nidoran female and Dream Eater will do the job. So yeah, I mean, we just need Spore basically to get a nice long sleep on these ones so that we can set up. And then, okay, 3 is the magic number here. And now Dream Eater. Hey, we just need like multi-turn sleeps here. Don't wake up immediately, please. Hey, Dream Eater does the job there. Hey, and Zubat's asleep. Nice. Okay, so we're out of Spore PP and we're out of Hydro Pump PP, so now we do actually have to go heal up because we have no way to attack opponents at this point. And we always have to keep in mind, they could just wake up the same turn that we put them to sleep. That's stupid when it happens, but it does happen, so just have to be prepared for that. Okay, Pidgey. Quick attack hits us. That is what it is. But we outspeed. Or it's a speed tie, perhaps? No, we outspeed. So here, I'm just going to go Dream Eater. Just going to take that one down. Here, we'll put this Nidoran female to sleep and Dream Eater to that one. Should be a one-hitter typically, but it was a two-hitter. Okay. So next up, we got Mankey Boy. But I think we get through him just fine with Dream Eater. There's no reason we should struggle here. Like this whole early game, Dream Eater is such a good move when combined with Amnesia, because it basically guarantees that we're going to one-shot all these fighting and poison types. Now this Mankey refuses to stay asleep, which is pretty bad. But there we go. We get through, and we can get to the rocket. So, I mean, we're 20 minutes in. It's not like this is the fastest run ever. It's not as fast as just mash A and KO everything, but it's not difficult. We can see, like, this is a pretty smooth run up to this point. Yeah. Like, it's kind of surprising that a Magikarp can be this good this early. You know, if you just gave it completely broken moves. Okay, I'm gonna save right here really quickly. Let's pop over here to this this hiker. I believe we already outspeed, and I don't think even setup is necessary at this point. That's 4 times weak to Hydro Pump, so yeah, just the Hydro Pump is more than enough there. Okay, so here, let's put this one to sleep. And I'm not sure if it's overkill setting up all the amnesias or not. I'm just doing it to be safe. You know? Here we'll go Dream Eater there. Hydro Pump here. Okay. So we're getting some bad sleep luck in this section, so we're going to have to go recover PP here. We don't have any ethers yet or anything to use to recover our PP that way. So just have to go the scenic route, so to speak. Okay. So here we'll fight this guy. It's got a Rattata and Ekans, but we're out leveling them now, so Like this whole section of the game, we'll be out leveling our opponents until basically Celadon, and then things will start to get difficult, I think. That's my guess, at least. Because that's how these runs typically go. The early, like, once you get through Brock and you get through Mount Moon, this section is typically fairly easy. Now, usually we'd be worried about the Oddish Lass right here, but we have Spore and Amnesia. And basically, we put this one to sleep, we set up Amnesia now, and even if we somehow got a Gen 1 miss and we didn't hit, it's not going to do nearly as much damage with Absorb as it normally would do, because we've got 6 stages of special setup here. Oh, here we got Sand attacked even. So we might even get to test that out. Nope, we just hit. Nope, we just hit everything. So there we go. And we will not, of course, evolve. That's completely banned in this one. So here, let's sorry, we're just gonna change up that music real quick. Okay, so there is Billy Boy. He's, you know, come out of his mother's closet. Whatever he was doing. Oh god, sorry, change that by accident. That's something else. Don't worry about that. Rock Minimum Battle Series. Accidentally opened my software. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have gotten to Billy's house. We have stayed on minimum battles to this point. So we've gotten further on minimum battles than Mewtwo did with its terrible moveset. So Magikarp is already looking better than Mewtwo. And 99.9 at this point, I will take it, take it, take it. So we're going to put this Machop to sleep. We're going to set up Amnesia. And he stays asleep, so Dream Eater is a one-hit KO there. Now, here is where we have some trouble. On something like Drowsy, we have to go Hydro Pump. It is a one-hit KO there, but we're going to have to be very careful on Psychic types throughout this run, because we're only really going to be able to do good damage against them with Hydro Pump, and Hydro Pump is not perfectly accurate. It doesn't have a lot of PP. As soon as we get PP ups, we're throwing them straight into Hydro Pump first, then probably into Spore and Dream Eater respectively, because like we want to have enough PP to do damage in the late game. That is just hands down the most important factor in this run is PP. You know, everybody likes PP. So, yeah. Here we are against Pidgey Girl. This one we outspeed, so this really is just a matter of setting up Amnesia. And I'm pretty sure we're only doing this well at this point because we have such good speed. Like, it just can't be overstated. Like, speed is the only stat that I think actually really matters. Like, if you don't have it, it basically ruins your run. You either have to be able to badge boost to get speed, or you have to just have speed. Because the difference between getting hit first every time by your opponents versus hitting them first is just so huge in a solo challenge. So here I'm gonna go Spore on this Spearow, which again we do outspeed, so we get to just do that. Sorry, there are some songs I don't. Okay. Oh, here we outspeed the Raticate even? Oh, it used quick attack. Rip. So now we're going to Dream Eater this one in order to get our HP back. There we go. So we get to just like get through so many spots on full HP in this one. This is stupid. I'm enjoying this, but this is stupid. So here I'm going to sell the TMs because we're obviously never learning any TMs. The only one that I'll keep is TM28 because I'm going to teach that to Charmander. And I'm going to buy a whole bunch of repels here. And I'll buy some super potions just to be safe too. Just in any case where we might need to heal up between battles. We can obviously heal in battle via Dream Eater, but you know, if we get out of a battle and we happen to have lower health, it's always good to just go ahead and do that. So here we picked up an extra ether as well, so we should have a better time getting through. I'm actually going to skip the rare candy in here because I don't think I need it. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think I need it in this run. So here, we're gonna just put this Spore to sleep. We're gonna set up our amnesia. Hey, it wakes up, we'll just put it back to sleep again. Dream Eater, 1-hit KO. Here, let's see if Hydro Pump can hit. It does, so we take down Rattata. Hydro Pump missed, and we got a big slash, but we knock it out on the next turn, and we still got 2 spores remaining, so we'll just use a spore right there. And how about some Dream Eater action to get back to full health? Oh god. This is just broken, guys. Just completely broken. Okay. Let's just see. So we're gonna get a bike. We're gonna get a... I'm just gonna get the bike and go back to Cerulean. I'm not going to face Lieutenant Surge yet. He is completely random, but we can get through him much easier later on when we just outspeed him. Because once we outspeed him, we just put him to sleep and we don't have to fight him right away. There's nothing requiring us to fight Lieutenant Surge right now. So, we won't. We will skip him. Skip him. Man, I thought the guy would talk longer so that I could drink my water, and instead he's just like, I'm already done. I'm already finished. Rip. Okay, so here, let's just teach Charmander everything that it needs to know. We already have Misty's Cascade badge, so we can use Cut outside of battle. And, yeah. Just gonna put items that I don't need into the PC. And let's get our bicycle now, and we can speed things up a little bit. We're going to put the bicycle in the top position, and we're going to put our repels in the second position. Okay, so Charmander, cut, and bicycle time. Nice. So now it's time to get to the wrapping lass, but before that I need to heal. Rip. I didn't get all my PP restored. And we need PP for this fight, definitely. This is like one of the scarier fights in this whole section of the game for a water type, because this is 4 grass type Pokemon. Yeah. So wrapping last time, let's just get into this fight and see how she goes. We should outspeed, and we do. So I'm going to set up Amnesia now. And Dream Eater is super effective. So yeah, there's that. We just need them to actually stay asleep for more than a turn. And that's a one-hitter. Spore. Come on. You want to stay asleep. Yes. A and Spore. Oh, you need to stay asleep. And Dream Eater does the job. So we have just destroyed the Wrapping Lass with a Magikarp. With the greatest Magikarp. With GodKarp. Of course. But, man, this is broken. This is so broken. Oh my god. Okay, so this bug catcher, just chump. Absolute chump. Oh, he survived. No. How did you survive? Here, we're just gonna put these Pokemon to sleep, Dream Eater them down. This can probably be faster. We probably didn't need all 4 stages of special to Dream Eater these Pokemon down, but definitely guarantees that they're basically one-hitters. outside of the Caterpie, which survived. I think it was a critical hit. Okay, we're gonna save here just in case, and we're gonna heal up. We need a lot of PP in our moves, like whatchamacall, Spore, Dream Eater, like those are the important ones. Okay. Oops, and I need to use repels. God, no. Repel. Okay, so here we are now on the first Pokemaniac, and this is the first time that we have to face a Slowpoke, actually. So here I'm gonna go Amnesia, set up here. And here I'm actually gonna go Dream Eater here. I wanna save my PP in Hydro Pump for Slowpoke, I think, because I think it's gonna do more damage. It's effectively 90 base power, whereas Dream Eater is only 50 base power effectively. So yeah, we did over half with a Hydro Pump. That is very nice. Okay, so we get through that fight. Next one. Keeps going into that like crazy. All right, so here more Amnesia and more Hydro Pump. Oh, that was a crit. See, we don't want critical hits because critical hits ignore our stat boosts. So they just multiply the damage by the critical rate. Yeah, we don't want that. So here we can get to this Grass Lass here. And Grassy Lass is refusing to stay asleep, but when she does, now that we've set up all the Amnesias, get wrecked. Oh yes, get completely, totally, and utterly wrecked. 200 base power move effectively with Dream Eater, and we're still on minimum battles. This is just stupid. Okay. Here I'm just doing save states for routing just in case. Okay, and we've made it to the Rock Tunnel Hiker. This legendary man. The time has come to put him to sleep. Set up some Amnesia. And I don't even have any Hydro Pumps right now. I don't think I need them. Look at that. We just need Spore to actually keep him asleep. No. Asleep. Yes. Now Dream Eater him down. He's asleep. Good. Okay. And Dream Eater does the job. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so here I think we need to Ether on Spore. I think that's the only one that we actually need PP in to get through this section. That's just to avoid backtracking out to heal up. So here we've got one last trainer to fight in this rock tunnel. Here we can put this Meowth to sleep. Let's just go Amnesia. And hey, he wakes up. That's fine. Just put him back to sleep and let's Dream Eater him down. Oddish, go to sleep. Dream Eater. Oh, it's not a one-hitter, but it is a two-hitter, so that's fine. You know, we don't like critical hits here much, but all right. We can take him down. We get to level 25. So we're way, way lower level than Mewtwo was in the last run. And yeah, I feel pretty good about how we're doing at this point. Not gonna lie. You know, we're pretty decent at this point, I think. So here we'll take on the Clefairy Girl, where I think the strat is just to stay with what works. So there's an easy one-hit KO there. Let's get another one right there. There we go. So Clefairy Girl is once again no problem. Like, this whole run up to this point is kind of ridiculous. Like, we have yet to really see anything that represents a major problem for this little Magikarp here. Like, this moveset is too good. This moveset is too good. It might just be too strong for the entire game. You know, and remember, like, Mewtwo beat the entire game without TMs. Like, the normal Mewtwo beats the game without TMs with only 2 resets. But functionally, anything like 10 resets or fewer would be like God tier, basically. Because, you know, even Hypno and Weepinbell have gotten like, you know, 25 resets or so on 0 DVs minimum battles and with no TMs. So that's kind of what I'm hoping we'll be able to do here. But I don't know. Like, we might run into a wall at some point and just get wrecked. But, you know, we'll find out. Like, right now, this feels so good and so easy. Like, you know, okay, you don't get bad luck on one Spearow and you're basically with 0 resets so far. So here I vote, let's just check out Erika's gym. Because I think we already outspeed her Pokemon. If I recall correctly, we already outspeed everything. And this, remember, we had to get to like level 70 almost. It was like level 68 to beat Erika with Legend Carp. So if we can beat her like way less than half of that level, that would be stupid. But there's only one way to find out. So first things first, I'm going to put this Execute to sleep. I'm going to set up some Amnesia. And again, this is a situation that calls for Hydro Pump as the stronger move. If it can hit, that is. Doing about half. Yeah, 2 hit KO there. Nice. Nice, nice. So here I'm going to save the game. Going to move one tile over. And here, let's just try Erika. This might be a nightmare. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I beat her or not, but I think I outspeed her. And as long as I outspeed her, I should be able to put her to sleep. And then as long as she stays asleep and I set up Amnesia, I should be able to get through, I think. Let's just see. Yeah, 45 speed. I have 48 speed. And this is her fastest Pokemon. So we just need Tangela to stay asleep now. While I set up my Amnesias. Here I'm going to put it back to sleep, of course. I don't want it to wake up if I can avoid that. Let's Dream Eater here. Dream Eater. Put it back to sleep. And Dream Eater. And now the next 2 Pokemon are weak to Psychic type. So we just need to keep them asleep. Dream Eater. Hey. Come on. Come on, stay asleep, Weepinbell. Dream Eater. There we go. Okay. Grew to level 26. Bloom goes to Sleepy Sleep. And it's like a 2-hit KO here, even with all the Amnesia setup, but we beat Erika all the way down at level 26. 26, guys. That is stupid, stupid. We minimum battles Erika. Like, what is gonna stop this Magikarp? This might just be truly God tier. Oh my god. Okay. Time to get to the Rocket Game corner. Let's just see. Oh, I didn't heal. Rip. Okay, so we need kind of good range here because we need it to stay asleep. We're gonna have to knock out 2 Pokemon here. Okay, it does stay asleep. We missed with Dream Eater. Are you kidding me? Gen 1 missed with Dream Eater. That was stupid. Okay, and Zubat stays asleep, so that is a 1-hit KO. Nice, nice, nice. We need to go recover some PP. All right. I'm just... Oh, man. Okay. Like, I'm sure we're gonna hit the wall. Like, there's got to be a wall in here somewhere. A Pokemon that we don't outspeed that just wrecks us. Like, Lieutenant Surge would still be wrecking us. He's still faster than Magikarp with his whatchamacall. Okay, so we've picked up 2 PP ups. I'm gonna throw both of them into Hydro Pump at this point. And here, let's just make our way through the Rocket Game Corner. Okay, so down to the basement, we can fight this guy, where I think we just put him to sleep. And we still should set up Amnesia. We don't have a same type attack bonus or anything in Dream Eater, so there we go. The Amnesias are set up. We can basically guarantee a one-hitter on these weak Pokemon, I think. Okay. So we're just going to avoid evolving at all costs. Avoid evolution at all costs, basically. Okay, but 43 minutes we're here in the Rocket Game Corner. I don't think this is going to be like a god tier time by any means, because every fight requires a lot of setup. The point though is that it's possible to win these fights on minimum battles, and that is what is ridiculous to me. So here, Jesse and James time. Again, like, what are they going to do? We should outspeed. We do. So now we just set up. So now Dream Eater is a one-hitter there. Meowth outspeeds us. Okay. So we got to be a little careful of Meowth. But again, I'm just going Dream Eater here if I can. Growl means nothing because we don't use any physical moves. And very few moves can lower special. Basically, only Psychic lowers special. So that's the only move that we'd ever be worried about. Reducing our damage or reducing our resistance. Okay, so here we are at Giovanni. Here I'm gonna just Spore on the Onyx. Set up. Okay, that's all our setup. Now Hydro Pump. Now ideally just Hydro Pump hits. Yes. Now Persian I don't think is a one-hitter. Plus it does a lot of damage. Oh god, we got beaten by Giovanni. Where did I save? Okay, I did save before Giovanni, thank god. That was bad. The flinch is what got us there. So, I mean, we're not perfectly consistent, but I think we get through here. Okay, Hydro Pump does the job there. Hydro Pump will do the job there. Now, I do think we want to put Persian to sleep. Okay, he guard specs this time. So, there we go. Giovanni goes down. That was just a one-hitter there. So if we didn't get the flinch, we would have gotten through. So that's 2 resets to this point, but both of them were just kind of bad luck. Honestly, like, we got the bad luck to not be able to one-shot there on the... Or sorry, we got the bad luck to get a 5-hit hitter Fury attack from Rival 2, which is not super likely. And then we got the bad luck to flinch there against that Persian, meaning we couldn't put it to sleep and then knock it out. That is pretty ridiculous, honestly. Okay, so here, sorry, I healed twice, but we're going to pop over here to fight rival number 4. We have no choice. On minimum battles, this is the only fight we can take, but I think it's going to be fine. Okay, Leer isn't too bad. Here I'm going to set up Amnesia. And here I'm going to go Dream Eater. Okay, it's a 2-hit KO, but we take him down. Magnemite. Here, just putting it to sleep. Here, I'll go Hydro Pump on this. Nice. Shelter, we need to go Dream Eater because it's water type, so it resists our Hydro Pump. Okay, GodKarp levels up. We don't want to get sand attacked, which is why we're putting this one to sleep for sure. And same for the Eevee, we just don't want the sand attacked. So here I will put it back to sleep here. Dream Eater it. Okay, and it stays asleep, so easy win. Alright, so MewPoo has been defeated in Lavender Tower. This is kind of ridiculous, guys. Alright. Here we go. Now, first Chandler. This could be hard. But, okay, we outspeed. This is stupid. We outspeed the Ghastly, which means we can just sit here and set up our Amnesias. Put it back to sleep. Stay asleep, buddy. Dream Eater is a one-hit KO. And put this Ghastly to sleep, and Dream Eater, another one-hit KO. Oh god. We outspeed so many things. This is the one stat that I do think is like absolutely just critical, is speed. The difference between being able to outspeed, especially with a sleep move, like Pokemon that can outspeed with sleep, so the Gengars, the Poliwhirls, you know, with badge boosts, they can outspeed and put opponents to sleep are so good. Things like Lapras can put opponents to sleep with Sing, but Sing isn't terribly accurate, and Lapras is very slow. So it just doesn't work out, basically. But here, we're outspeeding, so we can just put these ones to sleep, set up Amnesia, and then one-shot with Dream Eater. Oh, man. Like, just imagine if Gengar had a 100% accurate sleep move. It would be an unstoppable god. Like, better than Mewtwo, probably, honestly. So, yeah, we've made it to the top of the tower now. So here, I am still using Spore, because I don't think I'm going to one-shot just on my own against this Marowak. But now let's try Hydro Pump. Oh, one-shot. We get to level 30 right here. And now it's time for Jesse and James. So, Jesse and James time. Let's use the Spore on him. Start setting up some Amnesia. We outspeed Meowth, which is pretty good. I think that means we outspeed everything. And Dream Eater, one shot. Spore. Dream Eater. Hey, that's also a one-hitter. Spore. And Dream Eater. Oh, we just one-hit all of those Pokemon with Dream Eater. Didn't even need Hydro Pump. Like, I think we're going to end up using Dream Eater more than Hydro Pump in this run, and it kind of makes sense. So many Pokemon are weak to Psychic in Gen 1. Like, most trainers, the largest proportion of trainers are using Poison types in a minimum battles run, because you've got all the rockets, and you've got, you know, like, just random, you know, youngsters and whatnot that use them. Use, you know, like an Ekans or something. And then you've got, you know, Koga and Agatha. So, yeah, Poison is the most common type in a Gen 1 solo run, which is a big part of why Psychic types are so completely broken. So I've decided that now is the time to take on Lieutenant Surge. We can't put him off forever, obviously. Okay. So I'm going to use a save state here just for solving the trash can puzzle. Did the same thing with MewPoo, so fair enough. And there we go. We got the puzzle. Let's fight Lieutenant Surge and see if he destroys Magikarp or not. GodKarp has come for your soul. Raichu. We're beating up all those poor little Pokemon under Lieutenant Surge's command. A day of reckoning. He's still faster than me. Thunderbolt. One shot. Oh god. Yeah, we're not fast enough to outspeed here, but I want to be able to use fly, and this is just going to be random. Like, he can just X speed at some point or not use Thunderbolt at some point. He doesn't have smart AI. Okay, he's just random. Swear to god. He's just random. We could gain a few more levels and come back, but okay, there's the X speed that we were looking for. Now we can start setting up Amnesia. Now if he Thunderbolts, I think we're fine. And oh, we just one-shot him there with Hydro Pump. So yeah, we get his badge. Okay, it took 2 resets, but that was easy. Okay, so now we need to teach our Pidgey how to fly. I believe you can fly, Pidgey. Oops, and one more thing that I want to do very quickly. Let's go talk to Officer Jenny here. We'll get our Squirtle just so that we can use it, do what we want to do. Okay, so here I'm actually going to go to Sylph first, I think. Let's just see. Let's take on the one required rocket in here. Okay. This guy is faster than us, but we can put him to sleep. Set up Amnesia here. A Glare Mist, and now Dream Eater. Not quite a one-hitter, but man oh man, we take him down in 2 hits. Nice. And we level up to level 31. Nice. This is very good. Now I'm going to dig out, actually. I'm going to go take on Koga first, I think. And the reason for this is pretty simple. Koga's Pokemon are weak against Psychic-type moves, whereas Rival 5 has a lot of different Pokemon on his team. And the other issue is that we outspeed everything on Koga's team except for the Venomoth. Whereas for Rival 5, we're going to be in some speed ties, and I don't think we outspeed the Magneton. So I think overall it's just better to go take on Koga right now. Just go get some extra levels. And yeah, we can go back and deal with our rival later. Okay, so there's another PP up, which we will throw immediately into Hydro Pump. So Hydro Pump has all the PP. So now that that has been completed, we pop down here where we're going to go ahead and heal up. And it's time to get into this gym and see how we do against these jugglers. I think we outspeed Drowsy. That's the good news. So here we're going to put Drowsy to sleep. Yes. Set up Amnesia so that we have really high special. Now, even if we do happen to get hit by Psychic, it's not that big of a deal. And here we can see that Hydro Pump's not a one-hitter on these. So it's kind of good that we used some PP ups. Now I guess Dream Eater to finish it off. Oh, Dream Eater's really weak here. Okay, but we do manage to knock that one out. Okay, we knocked that one out. Okay, Psybeam, not too bad. Okay, but we knock out Kadabra, so that was the only one that outspeeds us. Now we still have 2 Hydro Pumps here. So let's just knock that one out. Yes! So the first juggler goes down without any real issues. I mean, Psybeam did decent damage, but it was never like, you know, we were going to get beaten there. So here, let's save the game and let's fight this juggler now. So here I'm going to use Spore. And Spore, we outspeed both Pokemon. Okay, that's nice. Amnesia, Spore, Amnesia. Okay. And we're going for the same strat here, the Hydro Pump strat. Okay, we should be careful. We don't want to get like a psychic, like a critical hit psychic and get knocked out, so. Okay. And we do manage to take Drowsy down. Okay. So we managed to level up there too, so we got a little bit of extra speed just that way, but let's take on Koga. Let's see how he goes. You know, I mean, we're on 4 resets so far. This is really not going too bad. Okay, so Koga time. Strategy is obviously to put his Pokemon to sleep with Spore, then use all our Amnesias, and then use Dream Eater. Basically, we want to keep him asleep and Dream Eater him down. And we're hoping for no like critical hit psychic from the Venomoth. And no like Gen 1 misses. Okay. So here we set up. And now Dream Eater is just short of a one-hitter there. Okay. Spore. Dream Eater. Here we'll just go for another Dream Eater there. Like, Dream Eater is super effective, but it's not like we're one-shotting here. Okay. So we managed to take that Venonat down. Now, we're worried about double team. Oh, he X attacks. Okay. So now we just get to go straight for Dream Eater, which is looking like a 3-hitter. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump here in case he wakes up. And I get through. Yes, okay. Okay, we got through Koga on the first attempt with this Magikarp on minimum battles. Level 33 is all it took, and now we have a badge boost in speed. And what that means is that we can go back up here to fight our rival. But do I want to, or should I go fight Blaine first? Okay, slight detour. I'm going to go fight Blaine first. Because we have a type advantage there, and as long as we can manage to set up our whatchamacall, as long as we can manage to set up Amnesia and not get like a critical hit, we shouldn't be too worried about like Flamethrower or Fire Spin or Fire Blast. And if we can badge boost up to outspeed, or at least to match speed with them, I think we're fine. Here, let's make sure that we repel and that we use our bicycle here. We'll grab a max potion and a full restore right there. Okay, so another repel. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about these results so far. Like, what more could you want from Magikarp than this? Like, this is god tier for sure. Among Magikarps, this is so incredibly good. Okay, I'm going to toss out all of these potions because I don't think I need them. Also going to toss out this antidote because I don't think I need it. Gold teeth, and let's get the HM3. Cool. Let's just dig on out of here. And here, let's go up here so that we can put some items into the PC that we don't need. Hit again. Like the Sylph Scope, the Lift Key, Poke Flute. Oops, I put the bicycle in by mistake. I hate when it does that. I just hate that it like jumps up to the very top of the list every time. Stay where my cursor is, you know? Like that's all I want is the cursor to stay put. Okay. But here we can go ahead and use HM3 on Squirtle so it learns to surf. And we can also teach Squirtle strength so that it can move this boulder so that we can get a rare candy. So here, boulder time, nice. And here, fly to pallet, please. And here, I'm just going to repel so that I can avoid some tentacles, hopefully, as I go down here. We're not at a super high level, so we're not going to be able to avoid all of them. Which is kind of important to keep in mind. Here, I'm going to pop over here to buy some max repels. We'll get 20 of those just to be safe. Just rearranging some items real quick. So here we are. We can get into the Pokemon Mansion where, like, even with repels, we're at a low enough level that we encounter Pokemon. This kind of sucks. But nothing you can do about it. Okay, so hopefully we don't get knocked out by anything random in here. Okay. Eradicate can show up in here. This Grimer out levels us. This Grimer out levels us. Yeah, this is why repels kind of suck in minimum battles runs, and why I usually just prefer to turn off wild Pokemon completely. You can get in these situations where, like, this one's not too fat. I'm gonna super potion just to be safe. Don't want a random Eradicate to knock me out. Cool. Yeah, we're just too low level to avoid any wild Pokemon down here, basically. Okay, rare candy. There's another level 43 Eradicate. Scary. Oh, he's super fanging me. Okay, we finally get away, but man, that's scary, scary. Scary, scary, I say. Okay, so here, let's dig out. And let's go to Koga's, or not Koga, Blaine's gym. Because here, we have the advantage that as a water type, and once we set up Amnesia, you know, we'll be able to get through. Plus, he doesn't have Smart AI in Pokemon Yellow. He'd be way too OP if he did. He'd also basically never use, whatchamacall, Confuse Ray. So there is that, I guess. But yeah, we just need like Tail Whip turn 1 in order to set up. That's all we're looking for. Like Tail Whip turn 1. Come on, buddy. And then we can set up the Spore. And then it's just a question of whether or not we can reach the point of outspeeding, etc. So here, first things first. Okay, he goes Confuse Ray. It's not the end of the world, but the critical hit from Flamethrower one-shot us there. So yeah, there's that. Oh man, even being water type, it doesn't matter if we can't get any setup off. Okay, Tail Whip. We hit ourselves again. Quick attack. Okay, we finally are able to use Spore. Okay, any quick attacks knock me out. Ah, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. You just need to be random enough, buddy. Going. He's literally used the same move, Confuse Ray, every single first turn so far. And he doesn't have to. Just go Tail Whip. Yeah, there. See, that wasn't hard, was it? Okay. And now we outspeed. Yes. So Hydro Pump, not a one-hitter here, it's a two-hitter. Okay. We do not outspeed on this Rapidash though. So we get wrecked. Okay. So that makes me think maybe it's better to go fight Rival 5. So let's go try it. Right? Because now we can outspeed everything on his team. Because we'll have badge boosts and speed. And I mean, we're just going to set up on the Sand Slash. So maybe this is the better play. Let's just try. Okay. So let's save right here. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. So, game plan. On Sand Slash, put it to sleep. Amnesia 3 times. And Hydro Pump should, yes, completely wreck. Now, Spore here. We want this one to stay asleep so we can Dream Eater it down. Okay, not quite a 2-hitter there. We do take it down, okay. Now we still outspeed here on the Magneton, so just put it to sleep. And now it's time to Dream Eater here. Okay. It's a 4-hit KO, but we do take it down. Okay, he disables Dream Eater. That's fine. Put him to sleep. Hydro Pump. He's looking like a 2-hit KO here. Nice. Now to be safe, I'm going to just put Flareon to sleep. And now let's try to Hydro Pump. See, the first Hydro Pump missed. Only 80% accurate. But a single Hydro Pump does the job. And MewPoo goes down. MewPoo. You are poo. I do not need to deal with you. Okay, so next, Jesse and James. This should not be hard, I don't think. Because here, we're just going to put this one to sleep. Set up Amnesia. And now this should just be about the Dream Eaters the whole way down. You know, like super effective move. Here, have a super effective move. Oh, critical hit. See, we really don't want crits. Like, we wish that we had a 0% crit rate. So that we could wreck everything easily. Okay, Meowth goes to sleep. And there we go. So we have effectively beaten Team Rocket yet again. I think this is a good spot to recover PP and just go into the Giovanni fight. We're on full health. We're doing just fine. So here we go. Spore. Time for some Amnesias. Now Dream Eater. One shot. Spore, we even outspeed Persian. This is stupid, but it's because of the badge boost. Here, Hydro Pump. And here, I mean, Nidoqueen's kind of scary, but we still outspeed. Oh god. And Hydro Pump. Oh god, we just destroyed Giovanni. Okay, we gotta go up to the 10th floor and get the rare candy. And now we have to decide between Sabrina and what's his butt? Sabrina and Blaine. But we've gained a level. So I think maybe, just maybe, we will be able to outspeed Blaine after we use all of our badge boosts, because we have 78 speed now as opposed to 72 speed, was it? Before? I believe. Let's just see. Okay, so here we are back at Blaney Boy. You know, he's all like, look at me. I'm super powerful with my Fire Blast. So we just need Tail Whip at the beginning. That's the #1 priority. Okay, he uses Confuse Ray, but we do put him to sleep. Okay. Flamethrower does not one-shot us because of the fact that we used an Amnesia there. And he knocks me out with a quick attack. Oh god. Sometimes Blaine is too smart. And he's just being random, but he's just too smart, you know? Okay. Okay, there he missed a tail whip. That's nice. Hydro pump. We missed. I think we need one more badge boost. And we're gonna level up in this fight. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop one rare candy right here. No, it's kind of ridiculous, but I think by doing that, we'll avoid a level up in the middle of this fight. Let's just see. And really, we just need a little bit more speed. Okay, so we can take down Ninetales. Fire spin's not the end of the world here. Okay, it missed with Growl. That was good. A Hydro Pump. Critical hit. Okay. But here we are on the Arcanine Flamethrower. But we can survive that because of all the setup that we've done. But we get takedown. Come on. If our second Hydro Pump hadn't missed, we would have won there. That's stupid. Okay. There we get wrecked because he just goes Flamethrower turn 1. Doesn't have to do that. So obviously this isn't a completely consistent fight, but I do think it's beatable at our current level without doing anything, because you know, we've already seen how we can get through the first 2 Pokemon. We just need the 3rd Pokemon. So we just need that turn 1 Tail Whip, really. And then I think we just outspeed everything too. Stupid. Okay. See, I think we just need one more badge boost, and then we're golden. So come on, Tail Whip, Tail Whip. Not Flamethrower, you jerk. Tail Whip. So I think the best play is to go for all of our setup. Need to do that Hydro Pump. Quick attacks, but that's fine. Now we outspeed. Now we'll go Dream Eater. We're already outspeeding him. Now I kind of want to waste turns. I kind of want him to wake up. Okay, and he just refuses to Tail Whip me. It's 1 in 4, so I just need a 1 in 4 chance of him Tail Whipping me, and then I can get through. Come on. This is just not being cooperative now. You're just not being cooperative now, buddy. No reason for this nonsense. Like, if Blaine just plays ball, I think we get through this on minimum battles. Okay. So I'm just using some Dream Eaters because I already outspeed. Want to make sure that I get back to full health here. Now I'm going to waste some turns. Come on, Tail Whip. Oh, you used the Tail Whip, but it failed. I'm just going to put him back to sleep and heal up a little bit more. Now I'm just going to waste some turns again. He just refuses to tail whip me. Like, that's all I need him to do, just one tail whip. And then I'm pretty sure I just get through this without any trouble. Like, we're just getting terrible luck in this fight, honestly. This is kind of stupid. Like, come on, GodKarp. What does it take for you to get godlike luck? One time. One time. Because we're really that close. And look at that, the tail whip fails. We're supposed to outspeed. Oh, I think it's just because he used quick attack before that the game like lets him keep priority or something. Trying to heal up some damage. There we go, we finally get the tail whip that we wanted. Now he does go for a quick attack after that. Like he realized, oh no, I just gave him like the winning strategy. Okay, so we knocked that one out. Now we outspeed Rapidash, which means we can just go into some more Dream Eaters here, I think, in order to heal up. Sure. Cool. Yes, now we outspeed the Arcanine. We just needed that one additional badge boost. And now... Oh, look at that. Level 38, we've beaten Blaine now. Okay, this is on track. So now, I think we need to go here to Sabrina. Well, she's the only one we can fight at this point. So, while staying on minimum battles. So we've got 21 resets so far, but this really isn't bad. Like 21 resets on 0 DVs and minimum battles with a completely broken moveset, mind, but this is really not bad at all. So here we are. There is Sabrina. Okay. Now she might ragdoll us around with her Kadabra. We really need an X defend turn 1, I think. Or a flash miss. Oh, we got the flash miss. So now we just need to badge boost up to be able to outspeed. And now I think this comes down to... we need the hydro pumps to actually hit. Oh god. Hydro pumps just refusing to hit. And I didn't recover PP before this fight. No. Okay, sorry, I need to reset here because I didn't recover PP before this fight. Here, let's just use an elixir, I guess. Hopefully that's enough. Because we have to actually have enough attacking PP. Okay, the X defend turn 1 is great. And we just need her to stay asleep long enough now to let us outspeed. And then here, this is the only Pokemon that we can outspeed, so we should really just go Dream Eater here and save the PP in our other moves for the later Pokemon, because we can time this out perfectly with Spore so that we never get hit with an accuracy drop here. Okay. So now we want to put Kadabra to sleep. We want to Hydro Pump it if we can. Okay, Kinesis missed, which was good. It uses Psychic, but we survive. Okay, Hydro Pump. Okay, now we need to get this Alakazam to sleep. Now Hydro Pump. Oh, we got the critical hit. Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay. And there we go. We get through Sabrina just like that. That was perfect. Okay, so 22 resets to this point, but we've completed 7 gym badges. And all that remains is to go and take on Giovanni. And it's only an hour and a half. Like, compared to like 6-hour Magikarp runs before, this is not bad at 4 times speed for a completely non-speed optimized run where everything is, you know, setting up Amnesia 3 times every single battle with animations on. This is not bad at all. So here, Spore. Here, I don't even think we need to set up. Yeah, Hydro Pump just one-shots there. Nice, we get to level 39. Let's get into this fight now. Here, we can put this one to sleep. Okay. Here I am going to set up some Amnesias. Oopsie, focuses energy. Okay, and Dream Eater does the job. Nice. Oops, meant to put this one to sleep so that I could Dream Eater it. It was my bad vision kicking in, causing me to see the wrong move. Okay. Goes to sleep. Nice. And Nighty-Night Machoke. Okay. Just to be safe, I am going to go heal up. Now, against the Nidos, technically, Hydro Pump is our strongest move. I think it will one-shot the Rhydon when we get there. But the Nidos are also weak to Psychic. So I might use Dream Eater there just to conserve PP for the Rhydon. Just in case I get misses, because I'd prefer to just one-shot the Rhydon when I get there. But we'll see. So here we are. Giovanni. The final gym. And this guy is a beast. He could just use Fissure and just one-shot us. We couldn't do anything about that. He could just use Dig turn 1 and one-shot us, and there's nothing we could do about that, probably. So, yeah. Yeah, we just get one-shot there. We need a Fissure miss or, like, a guard spec, ideally. Sand attack miss. These are all things that can happen. When we just get the Dig, I think we just lose. Same with Earthquake. If he uses Earthquake, we just lose. So this is just going to take a little bit of luck. Just take a little bit of doing, you know. But there we get the guard spec there. So here we're just going to go for a Hydro Pump. Didn't quite one-shot him, but okay, it's a 2-hitter. A guard specs there. I'm going to go Hydro Pump again because it is my strongest move. And now I think, okay, we've leveled up. The Thunder. Oh my god, we get paralyzed too. Okay, here's another one where we level up in the middle of the fight. Don't think we want to, so going to use that rare candy right there. And let's just see. We're trying to avoid the level up, at least until the whatchamacall, the ride-on. So Fissure hits, there's nothing we can do about that. It's only 30% accurate. But yeah, this one will take some doing. Dig is 100% accurate, so short of a Gen 1 miss, we're dead there. Right? Yeah, I mean, I guess we should just click through just in case he gets the Gen 1 miss, but yeah. That we cannot control. Okay, sand attack missed. Nice. Mini guard specs. Nice. Okay, we've completed our setup. Now hydro pump. He's a one-hit KO there. Nice. Guard specs here. Oops. Hydro pump. Looking like a two-hitter here. Okay. But now we should outspeed Nidoqueen. Yes. Now we can go Dream Eater here. Not the strongest move. Like Hydro Pump is definitely stronger. But this is all about making sure that we're able to have plenty of Hydro Pump PP for later on. We can try Hydro Pump here. Not quite a one-hitter, but then we can just use Dream Eater to finish that one off. Okay, so we leveled up, but it doesn't matter. We're always going to outspeed Rhydon. And that is a one-hit KO. So there we go. 28 resets to this point, but we have managed to beat all 8 gyms in an hour and a half of real time at 4 times speed. Again, with setup in every single battle and with, you know, the weakest Pokemon. But this is the power of moves, clearly. We're still on minimum battles all the way here. We'll probably run into a wall on, like, Lorelei, I think. Not sure, but... like, Lorelei, the whole issue with Lorelei is, think about it. Slowbro's gonna resist both of our moves, and everything else is gonna resist Hydro Pump, so we're gonna have to use a whole lot of Dream Eaters there. So it's probably not going to be consistent regardless. We'll just have to see. Okay, so here we've got rival number 6. And I'm going to set up some amnesia here. Okay. Now we can go for the Hydro Pump if it will hit. Let's go for a Dream Eater there. Cool. Spore right here. Now, let's see if Dream Eater gets us through this. Cute. Not if we get crits. We need non-critical hits. Come on. 3 crits in a row. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh, there we go. We get through that one, though. Now... oh, we got a Gen 1 miss with Spore here. Rip. And we hit ourselves in confusion, but we still have plenty of Dream Eaters here. So, used, hopefully no longer confused. There we go. Now, Magneton, go to sleep, because I do not want you coming over here with your thunders. Thunder Shock nonsense. Okay, we take a Psybeam. That's fine. Hydro Pump? Critical hit. Come on. No crit. Okay. We take down Kadabra. Now put the Flareon to sleep. Hydro Pump. Not quite a one-hitter, but I'll just go Dream Eater. Oh, yes. Yes. We're up to level 43, and we have beaten rival number 6. That is ridiculous. I will take that. That is ridiculous. Like, seriously, how does a Magikarp is performing better than MewTwo with like 50 power moves? But I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Like, we are exploiting pretty much every broken thing in Gen 1. Like, this is the best moveset, in my opinion, in Gen 1, because we're exploiting the fact that special attack and special defense are one stat. We're exploiting the fact that sleep is just completely broken in Gen 1. We're exploiting the fact that Dream Eater usually is limited by the fact that Hypnosis is not perfectly accurate, but because we have a perfectly accurate sleep move, we are able to use Dream Eater to really good effect, even though it's not a same type move. We're exploiting the fact that Hydro Pump is a same type move and the strongest same type move. And we're exploiting the fact that so many opponents can't really do that much to us. Like, we're getting resistance to our greatest weaknesses here by using this moveset too, because Amnesia is making us more resistant to water or grass and electric. So, like, it's just completely broken. Like, this is why it's GodKarp, because like, the whole point of this is that this Pokemon is too strong. Okay, so let's see how we do on the league, though. Like, I think we need to rare candy before Lorelei. Like, I think that much is pretty obvious, because obviously we don't have great stats, right? So let's just think about this. Like, how many rare candies do I have right now? I have 8. If I use 7, I get to level 50. And that still leaves me with 2 in the bag. I think that's what I do. I think I just level up here. Also thinking about this here because there are like wild Pokemon that are going to pop up in here. But I think if I get up to level 50, I can repel them all. And level 50 puts us in, you know, reasonably high level. But I mean, look at that. We've only got 40 special and 30 attack. But our speed stat is 108. Which I think will enable me to outspeed some things. It's my hope anyway. So I'm gonna drop some save states in here for routing purposes. Just to avoid accidentally running into things and... So yeah, I'm just doing the save states in here, just at different spots for routing purposes only. Just because I'm moving so fast. But yeah, an hour and 37 to be getting to the league. You gotta understand, like, this isn't like Scott's Thoughts fast, you know? Like, he's pretty quick, but he plays with animations off. He plays with Max DVs. Like, I'm playing 0 DVs, I'm playing with animations on, you know, and I'm playing a non-optimized route. I think that's pretty awesome that we're here this fast. I'm sure we could shave time off of this, but the Mewtwo run just now was about 4 hours, right? So... We're like less than half the time of Mewtwo to get to the league. The MewPoo. This is not even a contest at this point. Here, let's just deposit our other Pokemon just in case. So here I'm going to buy full restores. And I've already healed, yes. So here I'm going to use my PP up on Dream Eater to give myself more PP in attacks. But now let's just go. Let's just see if we can get through this section. Starting with Prima herself, Lorelei. Alright, so she likes freezing things, we know that, but we're fast enough to outspeed Dugong. So now I'm going to set up my amnesias. And as long as we keep this one asleep, it shouldn't really matter. So we'll put it back to sleep here. We don't want crits though. Okay, there's a non-critical hit. There's a crit. Come on. Okay, so we knocked that one out. Cool. Spore right here. And I think Dream Eater is the play for Cloyster. I think Slowbro we want to put to sleep and use Hydro Pump. Because it's the stronger move, like significantly stronger here. Looks like a 3-hit KO. Okay. Now Jinx comes out. We outspeed because we've rare candied before this. And Jinx does not resist water, so this is definitely the strongest move there. Now I'm going Spore right here. And we've still got 10 PP in Dream Eater, so as long as we don't get like a Gen 1 miss, I think we've got this in the bag. And we'd really like her to stay asleep multiple turns so that we can use more than one Dream Eater on her. Okay, she's super potions. That's fine. And there we go. We get through Lorelei just like that. Just like that. Oh, this is the way to go. Okay, so we can move on to Bruno now. I do think we want to recover PP because we're kind of limited. But now let's just see how we do against this guy. I mean, we should outspeed the Onix, I believe. And then we can just start setting up. And obviously we've got Dream Eater for a lot of things, but we can Hydro Pump the Onix down without any setup, I think. But I wanna just get all my setup off so that I can one-shot the Hitmons, hopefully, with Psychic, or with Dream Eater rather. Okay, so Hitmonchan goes to sleep. Dream Eater is a one-hitter, nice. Okay. Okay, not quite a one-hitter there, but it is a two-hitter. Hydro Pump just one-shots there, nice. Let's put Spore on Machamp, and Dream Eater, not quite a one-hitter, but it is a two-hitter, and Bruno goes down. That was easy. Easy, easy. Just ridiculously easy. I'm going to use a rare candy here because we're so close to a level up that we're going to level up on the first, whatchamacall, the first Gengar here, and that's not ideal. So here, let's also make sure that we elixir our moves. Cool. So we've got plenty of Dream Eaters here. Let's just see how this goes. Agatha time. We're worried about Mega Drain from the first Gengar. If it just uses something like Substitute, that's great. We're just worried about Mega Drain. So, yeah. Uses Substitute. In Gen 1, you can hit with sleep moves even when your opponent's behind a substitute. So, yeah. Here I'm going to use Hydro Pump here. And here, let's just go for the Dream Eater. Not quite a one-hitter, but it is a two-hitter. Here, let's put Golbat to sleep and Dream Eater it. Okay, it's a two-hitter there. But that's fine. Spore. Dream Eater. Once again, not quite a one-hitter, but it is a two-hitter. Spore. Dream Eater. One-shots the Arbok. And here, oh, we outspeed the last Gengar, yes. So now Dream Eater and Dream Eater. Oh, that's stupid. Okay. So I think we just pop a rare candy here. Or do we try to save it? Let's just try to save it first. Just in case, right? If we can get through Lance without that rare candy, then I think we're just amazing in this one. So let's just see. Here is Lancey Boy. And we're going to be pitting Magikarp against his Gyarados, which we know is actually the red Gyarados, because he killed it and then he caught it. Clearly. It's actually supposed to be red Gyarados right there. Okay. So here we're going to set up Amnesia, of course, with GodKarp. Meant to keep him asleep. So here we have to go Dream Eater this whole way. There's no other play here. Okay, we've leveled up, but we still outspeed these Dragonairs. Here, let's just see how much Hydro Pump does. Here, a Dream Eater finishes that one off. Spore, Hydro Pump, and the Dream Eater. Okay. So here we get Swift. Any Hyper Beams, okay. We just don't get outspeed. So here I think that the rare candy might be the play. Because really, like the champions team, we should already pretty much outspeed everything but Alakazam, right? And that's the second Pokemon. So as long as we don't level up off of Sandslash, we should be fine. So here, let's put this one back to sleep. Okay. Okay, let's go Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Give him a Hydro Pump for good measure. Okay. Go Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Or Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Okay. Spore. Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Okay. Spore here. Now I want to use Hydro Pump, I think, to knock that one out. We're not going to level up just yet. So now we can use Spore here. And Dream Eater is the play. We don't like the crit there. Okay. Okay, he uses his Super Potion. Okay, we gotta keep this one asleep for sure. Hydro Pump? Come on, stop critting. Okay. Now Dream Eater finishes the job. Okay, so we get through and we level up to 54 here. So okay, we don't need any recovery there. We'll just recover all the PP with the max elixir. Boys, we are to the champion on minimum battles with this Magikarp. Oh my god, if we beat the champion here, this is going to be epic. The big challenge is going to be Alakazam's going to outspeed us, and Exeggutor resists both of our moves. So we're going to have to do a bunch of Hydro Pumps on Exeggutor, clearly. But let's just see. Let's just see. Can we do this? I don't want to speak too soon. But if we get this on minimum battle... Oh my god. We have actually turned Magikarp into a god, I think. The champion is still scary. But we should do reasonably fine against everything other than the Exeggutor and the Alakazam, I think. Alakazam, we hopefully will be able to outspeed. Hopefully. We already outspeed here on Sandslash. So we just put it to sleep. Let's set up these amnesias real quick. Okay. And now we're going for a Hydro Pump here. That is a one-hitter. Good. Now we do outspeed Alakazam. We need to keep it asleep no matter what. Now Hydro Pump. And Hydro Pump. Oh, we got the critical hit. Are you kidding me? Should have put him back to sleep there. We need to stop getting crits though. Come on. How many crits are you gonna get, GodKarp? You suck. Okay, I'm gonna go for Dream Eater here just to see how much it does. Because I think if we get to the Flareon and we have a Hydro Pump, we should win as long as it hits. Okay, we've still got a 18 PP. Can we knock this one out? Okay, he doesn't full restore, thank God. Okay, Sleep Powder. We're going Dream Eater here the whole way. Come on, stop critting. Stop critting, buddy. Okay. So we do manage to take Magneton down. Now we've still got 4 Dream Eaters for Cloyster. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. He doesn't full restore, so that's 3. We take him down. We've leveled up, but we do outspeed. Come on, Hydro Pump. Oh, it's our last PP. No! No! We missed all the Hydro Pumps. We had 2 Hydro Pumps and we missed both on the Flareon. Otherwise, that is a win right there on 29 resets. Oh, God. God. This is so frustrating. Oh, and that's still playing the thing, but that's fine. I can always patch over that. Okay, so here we need Amnesia. Come on. And now Hydro Pump. Yes. Okay, so now we need better ranges and not crits. And we definitely need to keep Alakazam asleep. Okay. That time it is a 2-hitter on Alakazam. Good. Hey, come on. Now, Hydro Pump is the stronger move here. I'm again gonna keep 2 Hydro Pumps for Flareon, though. But this time, I think we'll get there with more Dream Eaters, assuming he doesn't full restore. Do not full restore, you jerk. You absolute jerk. Okay, good. He doesn't full restore. So now we can Get to Magneton. Gotta keep this one asleep so that we can Dream Eater it down. We get the 3-hitter. Yes, we can. Okay. 3-hit range there. Now on Cloyster. It's asleep, so we just need the Dream Eaters to hit. And we don't get a full restore. That's perfect. We grow to level 55. Okay, quick attack hits us. But now we land the Hydro Pump. It's a 1-hit KO, and we beat the game with GodKarp on 0 DVs and minimum battles. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So this moveset is so completely broken, it allows a Magikarp to beat the game on minimum battles with only 30 resets. 30 resets, a score of 97 on the tier list. It's top 5. And realistically, like, there were tons of spots where we just got bad luck, bad ranges. You know, we had way too many resets on Giovanni, on Blaine. I'm sure you could get this number way down by just doing another run. Oh my god. GodKarp, you legend. Oh, GodKarp. And he does it in sub 2 hours of real time, with animations on, with, you know, sleep and 3 turns of setup and getting crits and not getting ranges and all this and that. Still, it only took an hour and 53 minutes of real time. That is ridiculous. Like, I've done runs with Pokemon, with fully evolved Pokemon, that took longer than this. This moveset kind of illustrates, I guess, a point, right? When we look at my tier list, which we'll look at after we beat Mewtwo here. We're gonna go beat Mewtwo first. But after we beat Mewtwo, put him in his place, we're gonna look at the tier list, and I'm gonna just kind of break down like where this Pokemon would be. Obviously, this is not a fictitious Pokemon, but GodKarp deserves to be on the list. He is gonna have his day in the sun, guys. Because I think there's some really interesting takeaways from this run overall. Basically, what Mewtwo showed us was that the best Pokemon is still going to be pretty good, even without moves. Like, and it kind of makes sense. Like, Mewtwo's the only Pokemon that we've ever beaten the game with that did not use status moves or, you know, any sort of wrapping moves or badge boost glitch, etc. It's the only Pokemon that's literally just been able to spam basically one move the entire game, Psychic. Yeah, I used Confusion and Swift for, you know, just PP management basically, but it was basically a Psychic mash the A button run. And it beat the game with only 2 resets, right? On 0 DVs and minimum battles with no TMs. That is a huge outlier among Gen 1. Like, when we look at all the other Pokemon that are on my tier list, especially the ones that are up high on the tier list, they are almost universally using some broken mechanic of Gen 1. Whether it's sleep, because opponents can't hit you the turn that they wake up, or it's the fact that they're using, you know, just tons of badge boosting moves. Like, Slowbro doesn't have sleep, but it has double badge boost in Withdraw and in Amnesia. And on top of that, it's just got amazingly good stats to begin with. So of course it's up near the top. You know, Gengar can't be hit by like half of the things in the game. So of course it's going to be super S tier, you know, things like that, right? Mewtwo is the only Pokemon that doesn't need any of that. No broken mechanics, no broken moves. It just mashes the A button and it wins the entire game without any TMs. You know, but outside of that, basically everything we've given this Magikarp is what it takes for a Pokemon to have a really good solo challenge. You want a really strong same type move, you want a really strong coverage move, you want a sleep move, you want a badge boosting move, and if possible, something that heals damage in battle. If you have all those things, you will be basically at the top of the list. Just God tier. So, yeah, GodKarp. The time has come for this Magikarp, whose attack stat is 30 and special stat is 41. The stats on the left side are just showing with the badge boost glitch, or not the badge boost glitch, the normal badge boost included. So a 12.5% for each relevant badge. But man, oh man, this is stupid. Just stupid. Let's take on Mewtwo. Let's see how this goes. No, we will not outspeed Mewtwo. And Psychic, one shots. We need Barrier or Recover turn 1, which it can do. So here, yeah, give me the Recover turn 1. Now we set up Amnesia. And now Psychic. We survive. Now we can go Hydro Pump. But, oh man. Okay, he goes Barrier. That's fine. Oh no, we got a crit. That's a second crit. Okay, he goes Barrier again though. Oh, and he's using Recover on me. No, you jerk. Okay, we need a better sleep than that, I think. Because, yeah, Dream Eater's not going to do enough damage. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. We got this. Mewtwo will go down eventually. Not if it hits its turn 1 with Psychic, though. Like, I think even Swift probably ends us. Like, pre-badge boost, at least. Hey, he likes his Recover here. That's fine. Okay, Barrier's fine. Okay. Okay. He uses Barrier again. Nice. Good job, Mewtwo. You're legend. You absolute legend. Yes. Yes, we get through with Magikarp. GodKarp. Absolute legendary Pokemon. Okay. Level 56 to beat the entire game with a Magikarp, but with the most broken moveset in the history of Pokemon. So, oh god. Let's look at this. We've got to look at the tier list. Because a score of 97, you gotta understand, is just godlike for 0 DVs, minimum battles, no TMs sort of run. So here I'm just gonna sit that right there. Here, I need to share my screen to you guys. Okay, so here we are. This is the tier list, okay? Like, this is all the Pokemon that I've ever run. And a score of 97 would put it right here behind Gengar. Behind Gengar, Poliwhirl, Weepinbell, Hypno, and Mewtwo. It would be the 6th best run. But I mean, when you look at these other ones, you know, this is the final condensed tier list. But when you look at these other Pokemon, right? Like, Gengar's 97.1, Poliwhirl's 97.2, like 97.6 Weepinbell, 97.7 Hypno, like that's a difference of 7 resets. Literally, that's all that is, a difference of 7 resets. So, GodKarp is effectively, you know, this is just random variation, right? A couple resets, that's nothing. But GodKarp joins the top tier of Pokemon right here. Oh god. Sorry, but we have to just extend this down. GodKarp finished at level 56. Was like an hour and 53. I'll get the seconds later. It only used 11 rare candies at 30 resets. Of course, the rest of these are zeros. Oh my god. GodKarp, you absolute legend. And here we need to find how much XP we had. 212,553 is the final total. We have to take out the 2200 that we get from MewTwo, so 212,553 was the final total, and GodKarp has joined the upper echelon of Pokemon. He is officially God tier. Like, this is basically... I would basically say that, don't mean to be on this. I would basically say this. The Pokemon that are truly God tier are these ones up here, 97 and higher, because they have managed sub 30 or fewer resets with no TMs, no optional battles, without getting the extra rare candy on the SSN, and they've generally done it fairly quickly. Like GodKarp was kind of slow compared to these other ones, but these were played at 10 times speed. This was played at 4 times speed, so really these are all probably about in the same range when you consider bumping into walls and all that stuff. But like the Pokemon that I consider kind of God tier are these ones that get a 90 plus score, beating the game with no TMs and no optional battles. So the worst Pokemon that I would consider kind of God tier is Ghastly, right? Of course, Haunter gets into the mix. This is Haunter's optimized run. But Haunter did it before. You know, Slowbro. Slowbro is God tier Gen 1. Clefable, God tier Gen 1, absolutely. Cloyster, I forget. Cloyster. We can see even better here. Like, let's see. Cloyster in its first run, yeah, 0 DVs, minimum battles, no TMs. And it was in the S tier, so that is God tier to me. Ivysaur, God tier, without TMs. Gets into the S tier. Slowbro, of course, is God tier. Clefable's a God tier. Weepinbell, Gengar, Poliwhirl, Hypno. Of course, Mewtwo sits at the top as the undisputed king of Gen 1, but we've basically found that GodKarp falls it right into this range, right behind the champion of Gen 1, basically. That is ridiculous. So I'm very tired. It's like 2 in the morning here, so I'm gonna call this a day, guys. But I'm gonna get this up for you soon, and I hope you guys enjoy this, because this has just been ridiculous. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. This video, this final challenge is not even gonna be close. It's not even close. The final thought that I'll leave you guys with is this. In Generation 1 of Pokemon, Mewtwo is the only Pokemon that has stats so good that it can beat the entire game with only attacking moves on minimum battles. And so even when you strip that back and you give it its like worst possible moves that are still like a possible moveset, like not a meme like Pika Spray, and now you can no longer defeat this challenge, you know, sort of stuff. No, like when you're doing like the legit movesets that could possibly beat the game, even with the worst moveset, Rage, Psywave, Bite, and Counter, it still can beat the game with even that moveset. Has to get to level 87, but it does it. Otherwise, it is God tier. It is the top of the top. But then you have a collection of Pokemon that are capable of beating the game on 0 DVs and minimum battles with no TMs, because it doesn't quite trump stats. Stats are still the ultimate. If you have God tier stats, you will be at the top of the list in general. But note that Dragonite is all the way down there at number 26 on this list, right? And it's there for a very important reason. It doesn't have moves. Like, even when you give it TMs, it just doesn't have the moves. It has to really go hard on some optional battles and everything, because it doesn't beat Brock easily on minimum battles, and it runs into walls here and there. You know, so typings are important, stats are important, but outside of Mewtwo, the most important factor for determining whether a Pokemon is going to be S tier or not, or whether it's going to be great for a solo challenge or not, is, does it get a sleep move? Does it get a wrapping move? Does it get badge boosting moves? Does it have a way to recover health in battle? Those are the 4 factors that actually matter. And when they have multiples of those, Hypno, sleep move, great coverage, badge boosting move, it's up there near the top, right? And you add on great stats, right? Weepin' Bell, wrapping move, sleep, badge boost glitch, good coverage. It's going to be right up there at the top. Gengar, great stats, of course, but sleep move, ability to heal in battle, ability to confuse opponents, a move that can't be resisted by anything in Dream or in Nightshade, it's going to be right up there at the top, right? But in general, everything else that doesn't have that kind of coverage is going to be further down, right? Slowbro is also a kind of interesting exception, but Slowbro gets there because it has amazing stats, it has double badge boosts, and it just happens to have 2 of the best typings in the game, with Psychic and Water. And Water Gun is good enough in the late game with Amnesia to power it up, and Psychic is more than good enough with Amnesia to power it up, and then adding 6 more badge boosts with Withdraw on top of those. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on this. I think outside of Mewtwo being the complete exception, basically movesets trump stats. Mewtwo is the only Pokemon for which that is not true. And yeah, so whenever you're looking at a Gen 1 solo run from here on out, just look at the moveset. Like, you don't even need to break down the stats at the beginning. You don't need to, you know, oh, it only has 30 base power. No. If it has a moveset that includes badge boosts, sleep, healing in battle, good coverage, like at least 2 solid coverage moves, it can beat the game on 0 DVs minimum battles and no TMs. Guarantee it. And you won't need a ton of optional battles to crush the game. So with that being said, that does it for this one. See you guys in the next video.